Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight is, and I hope you're really taking some time out for yourself and be there for the ones that are loving and supporting you, and let go of those people that are not there for you. Why are you having them in your life? But hey, that's up to you. I can't control that. That's something that you have to take care of. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus, you could give this video a thumbs up, and you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, don't forget, you can leave me a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And don't forget the notification bell. That way you do not miss any my videos. Plus, you can leave me a message down below, beep, beep, beep. If I said that already, you could do it twice. And you could also share my videos with your family, your friends, a crow, and a pigeon. Plus, you could follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So anyway, this video is to inspire you. And like just a little bit ago, maybe about 15 minutes ago, Starlight was working on her body and keeping in shape. It is so important, you know. And I've seen many people in their life where they did not do that their whole life, and then when they age, when they get older, you know, is that they have pain in their body because they did not do the exercise, and they did not give themselves self-love and self-care by taking good care of what God gave you. And so where I am right now is I'm amazed because I have seen many Chinese people in this area, and they're older folks, and I'm clapping for them. You know why? Is because they're out in these parks and they're exercising. And so Starlight has been exercising with them. This is my third or fourth morning at this particular park, and there's other parks, and you know, younger Chinese people that are exercising. A whole group comes out. It's free, you know. So so this video is to inspire you. Is, you know, keep going. Keep, you know, whatever you're doing, like working on yourself. Keep going, you know. And I just was being funny with a man after I was doing my exercise, that he was doing exercise himself, and I said, keep going, you know, but he had his air plug in. But you know, it is so important to keep going. Don't give up, don't stop, you know. And there's times that we need to quit, you know, quit relationships that are not really serving us, or you know, like helping us to grow. And there's times that we got to let things go that are not good for us, you know, like junk food and like McDonald's food. You know, those are things that we need to let go of. And you know, toxic jobs, you know, we need to let go of that. We need to quit those, you know. So you know, I talked to somebody recently where, you know, they were switching jobs, and they felt bad because they had to quit a job. And they were talking to me, and I'm like, don't feel bad about that. You know, I used to work at Burger King when I started out. What, am I gonna stay at Burger King my whole life because I'm afraid that somebody's gonna call me a quitter? No, I am not a quitter. I am bettering myself. So don't let anybody knock you because you're leaving a company, you know, which you realize that something or another with that company is not good for you. You know, maybe you're not being respected, you know, maybe they're not honoring you as an employee. Maybe, you know, it's a toxic environment for you. You know, maybe it's causing too much stress than what it's worth. Maybe you feel like a slave at your company that you work for. So is it wrong for you to go out and either start your own business or get a job that you're gonna love instead of hate? And I have to say, when I was in Colorado, it was horrible. Like a lot of the employees that worked at gas stations, they were miserable and they were putting their stress onto me. Well, don't treat me like that, because I didn't tell you to go get that job. You went and, you limited yourself in getting a job that later on you're complaining about. And that happens. Like when I worked at Burger King long time ago, I didn't want the job, but I needed a job, and I thought that was the only job I could get without a GED. But now I don't think that way anymore. Everything is different now, as far as what my way of thinking is these days than, when I was, my daughter was 2 or 3, around that time. And then my son was born not too long after, couple of years after my daughter. So did I stay at Burger King? I was only making $8 and something an hour, and I felt like 3 people, only, doing the work of 3 people, only getting $8 and something. I was a slave, and I've heard a lot of people complain about, people thinking that people that work in those fast food places don't earn, don't need extra money to live on. Come on now. Have you worked at Burger King or McDonald's, and see what it's like on lunch break or breakfast time, or dinner, so please be careful of the people that you judge. They might be working harder than you. You might just be sitting behind an office, behind a desk, and not using your body. I'll tell you what, those places, fast food places, they are moving, especially during those times, and it's a very stressful place, working in any kitchen. So it is okay that you let go of jobs, keep going though, and look for what really you deserve, as far as keeping your peace of mind, and this video is to keep going. When we're working on your diet. I have been doing so good. Today I kind of goofed up because I ordered something and I didn't know what I thought I knew what I was ordering, and they put something on, I ordered a bagel and I didn't know really what I ordered. And when I drove away from the place, it's like, maybe a 20-minute drive to get to where I needed to go. And I opened up my bagel and I was like, ah! So Starlight, besides that bagel, they added cream cheese. And I didn't know what it meant when I ordered, I didn't know that the cheese was, and even though Starlight gave up cheese, it just was it's supposed to have been a jalapeno bagel that had cheese baked in there. Yeah, that was a naughty thing for Starlight to eat, but I was like, I've been so good in, eating healthier, not eating cheese and eggs and other things that I was eating and now I haven't been eating. Starlight did. But that's okay. It's done and over with. But my whole point is, is to really keep going when you're working on stuff, and don't get distracted. Make sure you stay focused on your goals. I have been running around, since the time that I got out of bed. I didn't get out of bed. I got out of my car, and I have been moving. I just went out and God blessed me with money for my minutes on my phone, because my minutes would be up tomorrow. I need those. I can't get around out in this area. I went for what I needed and God blessed me with what I went out to get. And yes, it took time, but I needed that. I was reaching a lot of people about my YouTube channel. So, and you got to keep going. And that's what Starlight did. And then, I had to watch a video from a great, my mentor, and I'm like, okay. So I was trying to do a couple things at once. As I was getting ready to exercise, I was listening to my mentor, because it's so important to love and support him, because he's always been there for me. So, and I didn't give up. I could have just sat and watched a video and, not even work on my body, but that is a part of what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to take care of myself and then, be there for other people. And Starlight was multitasking today. I'm like, no, I want to work out. And I had a choice. I could have started making a video first, and then, listen to my mentor after, and then never get to do my yoga. So make sure you're doing things in the right order. Make sure you're taking care of your needs first. Make sure, like today, Starlight got a little dehydrated because of what I was doing earlier. I was out in the sun, and I realized I got cramps in my stomach, really bad because I was dehydrated. I wasn't really taking time out to make sure I was getting water when I was doing my magic out there, like reaching out to people about my YouTube channel and getting the word out, so I can get more people to learn about my YouTube channel so they can get the kind of help. And, I gave them other information. So if you are working on looking for a job or starting your own business, keep going, don't give up. Don't listen to people that are going to try to trip you up or distract you. You got to put those horse blinds on. I'm serious, and just like you got a goal, focus on that. And I've been like that ever since I woke up. I mean, I was fully charged, and I have to say a big thumbs up to my mentor because his videos have really helped me out and really inspired me to keep going and not giving up, keep focused on my goals, keep working on my dreams, and that keep working on my body, not just my body, but I gotta also, I did my meditations this morning. I did a Chinese exercise, when I got up. That was the first thing I did, then my meditations. So yes, you gotta take care of number one, and that's you, and like I said, I had different things. I was like, as I was driving to this park, I'm like, okay, what's the most important thing that I should be doing? I had 3 choices. Okay, I need to get my video made for today. I was going to do yoga, but I'm working on my abs, because later on I'm going to be with my twin flame. So I want to work on, tightening up my abs. And there's other exercises that Starlight has to do that a lot of women have to do later on after they have kids and they get younger, is to work on their pelvic floor, So Starlight is learning to mix things up a little bit and get out and try new things like I've been doing. So I want you to get out there and find something new, get out there, get involved and try new things, try new exercises. Like I normally do yoga all the time, but these exercises that I really did, I pushed myself. I felt it, and I need to. If you're not feeling it, then, you might need to do more. It's always good to push yourself, but always listen to your body. Like even like with yoga, they teach that is to listen to your body. If your body says that's too much for me, like there's some parts that I couldn't do. I was like, because my back is not quite a straight spine. I have a slight curve on my back of my spine, so I have to, listen to my body. So you don't want to overdo it, but you don't want to just, like I talked to a man a while back where he thinks going to the gym is all he needs to do to find the right girl. No, there's lots of other things to do besides working on your body to impress women, with muscles. That's not the only thing that women need is muscles. And like with women, for guys, there's women that really get really fixed on their outward appearance where they could have a stressful day because their hair is out of place. Well, Starlight has definitely got her hair out of place here, but you know what? When I first got my hair cut, it bothered me because I love long hair. And Starlight goofed up and did her hair by herself. But you know what? It didn't bother me this time like it did the first time when because I'm learning to love myself more. So don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on, like, if you're studying for something. Starlight does a lot in a day, but I got more time. I've been waking up earlier in the morning and I've been getting out of that car. I can't say out of that bed, and I've been doing my paper stuff in the morning, and I'm focused. I am so happy more now because now I'm getting more time in the day. Now today would have been a little different because I needed to get money for minutes on my phone. Guess what? I did it. I didn't give up. I could have gave up, I only needed like about $6, and I was already out in the heat for 3 hours or so trying to, get donations to help me out because I'm on a mission. And this is, this is how God is helping me to pay for everything. So there's no problem, there's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. It's how God actually helps me out in this situation. So don't give up. I could have gave up at the Walmart parking lot, because that's where I would get my my straight talk minutes at Walmart. So I figured that is, when I need gas, go to the gas station. When I need minutes for my phone, go to Walmart. So so I could have gave up before I even got all the, and I thought about it, but I believed the whole time. I'm like, no, I'm going to stay here until I get the full amount. And, everything happens for a reason. It's not about Starlight, it's about what God is. God's like, no, Starlight, you know what? There's a person here that I'm going to send that needs to hear you talk, and I did. I helped a lot of people in one day, getting my voice out there. And, I am super at like seeing somebody and knowing exactly what they need, to give them help, so I was able to help some beautiful spirit beings out here in this area, and if I gave up and didn't get all the money that I needed for minutes on my phone, I would have missed out on being able to help some men and women that needed the messages that I gave them. So I was able to pass out a lot of my business cards for my YouTube channel, and it's good that I didn't give up, that I kept going. I kept going. So the last man that I helped out, you know what? He's like, "What do you need? Do you need a donation?" And I told him, and I was able to go and get my minutes because I didn't give up. Those minutes are really important. I'm out in an area I don't know. I need, God's going to take care of everything. If I just caved in and threw the towel in, then I would have to go out another day, and do the same thing all over again. I would have to go back to that same Walmart, so don't give up, on working on relationships. Are you in a relationship and you get problems and you get fights and arguments? Well, you got to figure out, is that the person that you are supposed to be with? Crickets? Did I hear crickets? Am I hearing crickets? Well, if you're hearing crickets, and that might be, if you've been already working on trying to improve the relationship by communicating with that person, and, you don't feel any change, you don't see any change in that person, you might have to figure out, like, is this really worth it? Am I wasting my time with this person? But if you believe that, we're going to get through this. We're going through a hard time right now. And, we got this. And like right now, Twin Flames could be going through a lot of stuff with this full moon, wolf full moon in Cancer. So, but if they're meant for each other, are you going to throw the towel in now? No, shit, no. That's part of relationships, I've heard many people, and I've been guilty of this myself, thinking relationships are supposed to just be happy all the time. No, that's a lie. When you do have a problem in your relationship, as long as you work on that relationship and work on yourself and communicate, you could, be happy for the rest of your life with that person. And it will make your relationship stronger because you didn't give up. But there's times that you got to realize when to give up, give up on that relationship that they're just using you and they're taking advantage of you. They're not being loyal to you. They're not being faithful to you. They're not communicating with you, that, that you're doing all the work and they're just laying around, and you see it and you're like, oh, you know what? They're putting more work on me. They're putting more pressure on me. Well, if that's the case, that is the kind of relationship you communicate first. Say, you know what? I noticed that I'm doing all the work. I noticed, you're adding more stress to my life because I work my ass off all day. And, I let you stay home. And this could be men or women, because these days men might be the ones staying home with the children, and the wives might be the ones going out to work. So if the men are staying home with the children, are they taking care of the house, or are they just, loafing around watching TV and doing a half-assed job raising their kid? I know that was a mouthful? Or is it the man that's going out, working his ass off all day? And is it the wife that's staying home with the kids? And when the husband comes home, that when he comes home, he opens up the door and he looks at the house that's upside down. I used to be a stay-at-home mom. There ain't no reason for that unless you're sick, you know? So there's no reason for a stay-at-home mom to not be able to have the house clean, the kids babysat, you know, or educated, and a hot meal when the husband comes home. If that is the case, and you come home from work, and you walk home thinking, I'm gonna come home and, everything should be cleaned up, everything should be in its place, dinner should, and you come home, the house is a mess. The dinner, what dinner? There's no dinner for you. Well, then you're being a sucker. Really, you're being a sucker. You're being used. She's got to pull her end, and just like I said, it could be a man working, staying at home. And if the house is not, if they're sick, that's one thing. But if there's nothing wrong with that person, the animals should be taken care of. If there's pets, things should be cleaned up, But if you got that guy or girl out there that, that they're not perfect, you see their flaws, they might have tried to show you that they were perfect, but the truth came out that you realize that you're not perfect. But you know what? You see that they work so hard at so many areas. Those are the kind of people you want to keep in your life, are the ones that you see that they're striving to do the right thing. They're working so hard. They don't have to be perfect. They're there though. They could get tired, they could get a little cranky, and that is okay. Is that we need to have people like that, is the ones that, you see the work that they're doing in their life. You see that they're really making changes and positive changes. Do they got all their shit put together? Do you? No, exactly. They see your flaws and they see how, but they see that you're working hard too. Those are the kind of relationships that you really need in your life, are when you say, you know what? I know you haven't arrived. I haven't arrived. But I see all the great things that you're doing. I see how you're helping other people. I see how you're inspiring other people. I see that, the dedication and how you help, people around in your circle, I see that, you don't give up. Those are the ones that you want to keep. So those are the ones that you don't want to give up on, is the ones that are out there. And they don't have to be perfect. I think it's Cyndi Lauper, I think, if I got that right now, that name right, is I woke up one morning hearing a song in my head, is I see your true colors, that's why I love you. Now don't be afraid to let it show your true colors shining through. See, that's what you want. You want to see their flaws. You want to see that they're not perfect. And it's okay. Don't look for anybody perfect, because you're not gonna find it, because you got to look at yourself. Are you perfect? Absolutely not. So don't give up on those people that are out there and they're working so hard. They love you, and they're working so hard because they know that you're the deal. They see, that you are there and you got their back. So you got to be there for those ones out there. Don't give up on those people right there. Those are the ones that you want to keep working with. But just like a job or, people in your life, are you giving all your energy away? What are they giving you? Are they, I get messages from the universe all the time, and the universe told me not too long ago is that, and I thought, I spent like an hour talking to somebody, helping them out. And I'm thinking, what did I get from that person? I didn't get no help. Nothing. No word of encouragement or anything. So they were sucking my energy out, so those are kind of, and it's funny, I haven't heard I've been testing her out and thinking, is she ever going to call me up, and check up on me? And I haven't, my phone hasn't ringed, because now I can't give her things right now. She was, I was helping her out with food. I was going out to, gave her a lot of food, and she did help me out, and I helped her out back. But then I realized that, I was being used. So, and because the universe lets me know these things, so those are the kind of people that you want to give up on. But don't give up on working on yourself. Don't give up on exercising, and stay faithful. Believe me, I've been so good out here. I have more time to play with every day, and I'm happier because I'm like, wow, I got a lot of time in the day. I'm not stressed out like I was before. Nothing was working out right for me because I had everything backwards, the routine and everything. I wasn't waking up early enough. I had excuses, but then somebody said, no excuses, Starlight. I'm like, I'm gonna make this happen. I have to. And that's the kind of mindset, you've got to force yourself to do things at times that you don't want to. Just like your kids, hopefully you're this kind of parent, you force them to eat vegetables. You're gonna eat. If you don't eat the vegetables, then no dessert. That's what I did with my kids. If you want dessert, well, eat your green beans. If you want ice cream, eat your spinach. So anyway, I really love you so much. Don't give up. You're doing a great job. Don't look at all the flaws that you look at, all the great things that you're doing, and all the things, like how you're helping people, how you're there for your family, how you're, like there for your friends, how you're taking good care of yourself, how you're taking care of you mentally, physically, spiritually, and taking out, going out on nature walks and hugging trees and walking bare feet, all that stuff. And, really work on listening to music that's going to edify you and lift you up and inspire you instead of the music that's going to drain your energy. I've been listening to some beautiful music lately, and I'm like, I feel like magic now because it's inspiring me. It's making me feel great. It's energizing me. So really be mindful of the kind of music and the things that you watch. What kind of things are you watching? Maybe you need to quit it. Are you watching news all the 24/7, and like wondering why you don't have any energy anymore? Well, maybe you're watching stuff on the movies that, like, Starlight doesn't watch any movies. I haven't watched movies in like 2 years, plus. So because I wasn't watching stuff, I like watching YouTube, like my mentor. So anyway, I love you so much. You could give this video a thumbs up. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget the notification bell. And you could share my videos with your family, your friends. A chipmunk and a seagull. Plus, you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dig the Starlight. I love you all. I do. I love all of you. This is Starlight. Namaste. This is Starlight, love, light, and peace.